Welcome back to Humboldt State tonight. My pleasure to have the Hall of Famer Burt Nordstrom on the show, as with graduation in the background and Lizzie Prescott. Very fitting that we have Humboldt State graduates, kind of full spectrum here. Scott, a graduate. Lizzie is going to graduate this Saturday. She will be a Hall of Famer, Burt. Is there any doubt in your mind about that?
No doubt at all. She's one of the all-time best. There's only one other pitcher in Frank Cheek's great career as a softball coach here that is even close to her. And she's already in the Hall of Fame, so Lizzie, we will be right there, no question about it.
She is unbelievable, to say the least. And then, of course, you, Burt, a Hall of Famer here, so you can coach her up. Now, having that said, Frank Cheek is not in the Hall of Fame. What exactly do I have to do to the Hall of Fame committee to make sure that, this guy gets in and can enjoy it? Because I think he's going into the National Fast Pitch Softball Association, something of that. Don't quote me on the exact words, but he's going to this. He's in every other Hall of Fame. When does he get in the Humboldt State Hall of Fame?
Well, JB, Frank's got to quit working. He's got to stop coaching at some point. As soon as he stops coaching, he's not automatic to get in, but he's just got to stop coaching at some point. While you're still working, you can't go into the Hall of Fame unless they make an exception to the rule there. You might have to talk to Athletic Director Danny Collin about that one.
We'll talk to Dan's people about that. What a year it was for Humboldt State, Burt. You read the news and the economy, and the times are tough, economy's tough, the world's going down the drain, but again, not only did they keep things afloat, but they moved to bigger and better here at Humboldt State. It started with football and Rob Smith and what he's done, and Andy Cumbo, and what he continues to do, the cross-country team, and then in just an unprecedented year in basketball, both teams make it to the regionals. The women have their best year ever. Biggest story probably, the new Lumberjack Arena, and then we saw Frank Cheek and the Lumberjacks again with softball. We've got rowing, track. Everybody seems to be moving forward at HSU when it comes to athletics, when so many things around us are moving backwards.
Yeah, you're right, JB. The economy, so many things don't look positive out there, but the administration here starts at the top. The president, Dan Collin, the athletic director, and his staff, and the coaching staff, they've come together here at Humboldt State, and they've done a terrific job this last year under some tough conditions. Because let's face it, budgets aren't what they used to be, but they're doing a great job. And the real unsung hero here at the Athletics Humboldt State is the community. Without the support of our local community, none of this would be possible.
That's a good point. You go to so many of the other Division II schools, or even Division I schools across California, the West. It's almost sad going in to watch a game in any sport. There's not a lot of support. We're very fortunate here that the community really gets behind those Lumberjacks.
Well, when you go out recruiting, and when you bring those recruits in here and you go to Lumberjack Arena and it's a full house and they see all those fans there and the yelling and screaming, it gives us an edge to get those recruits here at Humboldt State. And again, our fans here, we really are a strong community to support our athletics, and the coaches have really built that up, and I think it's just going to get better. Now, we know doggone well last year that Coach Smith, our new football coach, came in here, didn't have a chance to recruit, put his staff together on short notice, had a tough season, but we saw a lot of improvement. He's had a full year recruiting, so just around the corner here, we start football season again, and I'm excited about what's going to happen there.
And you get to talk to Coach Smith once in a while, and you see what's going on behind the scenes. What are your impressions of Rob Smith and the job he's doing and the direction that program's going?
Well, first off is Coach Smith has put together, I think, an outstanding staff of assistant coaches. Secondly is he's very organized. Football is a complicated sport, and he's very organized, and he has been recruiting so well this season. They've brought in so many recruits. During basketball season, almost every home game, there's been 5, 6, 10 recruits come in. Coach Smith has the president or other people come up, talk to those recruits, and talk to their parents, and we've had a lot of success of those guys signing letters of intent here to come to Humboldt State. So again, it comes down to organization, recruiting skills, and support of the community to help pay for those scholarships.
All right, before we get back into sports, Burt Nordstrom probably and hopefully knows more on and off the field about Humboldt State than any of us would ever even want to know or consider. The man who really it starts and ends with, he is the big dog. Talk about what President Richmond means to HSU athletics and the job he's done.
Well, any university, things start at the top. And President Richmond here has been here for 7 years, and in his time here, we've made a lot of changes. Not only has the physical campus changed, our enrollment has grown quite a bit over the last few years, and Humboldt State is really in a good position right now. We have some projects that are just coming to fruition, and the president has really taken and got Humboldt the next level up. We've really stepped it up a level across the board. Our academic programs, our athletic programs, our other programs here on the campus, we're really doing, I think, an outstanding job and being much more of an attractive regional university for California students to come here. And it all goes hand in hand. And again, it all starts with your administration and through the faculty and the staff down through. And right now, we're facing some difficult budget situations in California. It's no secret to the folks out there in the audience. And it will be interesting to see what happens in the next few months. But our goal here at Humboldt State is we've got some good things going, and we're going to keep it rolling.
Okay, you guys in the world of the university, it's about recruiting students and then athletes as well. That new Lumberjack Arena, talk about when you go down to Long Beach and you meet with the other who's who in the CSU system, how much that thing helps in bragging rights, and when students, whether they're athletes or not, how much little things like that in the new field house mean in bringing new students and new faces to HSU.
Well, first off it is a competitive environment we live in. Getting students to come to a university, especially a rural university like Humboldt State, by having great facilities, which we now have here. We're in the process of finishing phase 2 here of our new athletic complex. By having these great facilities, it attracts those students. They come here, the first time they come to campus with their parents, they look around at the physical features of the campus, and that's the first draw. Obviously, you're here to get an education, great academic programs, and parents want kids to graduate. But you know, the first thing they see is a physical campus, and it's important that you have a beautiful campus and great facilities to go along with the instruction. So right now, I think Humboldt's in a good position. We just had the Vice Chancellor up here a couple weeks ago from Long Beach, and he walked through the new gymnasium, and he goes, wow, this is nicer than Long Beach. And so I think we're doing a great job, and we'll need to keep it up, JB.
Burt, I'll see you at Adams State in the fall. Burt Nordstrom, the color voice of HSU Athletics. Back with more next. Well, I want to thank all of our guests, not only from today's show, that was a lot of fun, but the entire year as we put the finishing touches on year 1 of Humboldt State tonight. In honor of Tag Wotherspoon, it is the inaugural, not the first annual, because that's a whole different conversation. But nevertheless, what a show from football season with Rob Smith and those players and Andy Cumbo. And we worked our way into basketball season, and Tom Wood and Jody Gleason and Zach Tiedemann, Colt Matthews, Katie Frenchie, Paige Peterson. The list goes on that magical basketball ride we had this season. Then, of course, community members, Rob Arkley, Dan Johnson. Too many names to talk about as there's so many people. Drew Peterson. I could go on and on. Of course, you can always find archive shows on YouTube, jbmathers.com or hsujax.com. And I can't wait to come back next year because the show is going to be bigger and better and more exciting, and it's all possible with our sponsors. So I want to thank our sponsors, and I would like you to thank our sponsors and tell them you appreciate bringing great local programming right here to the North Coast, courtesy of Coast Central Credit Union, where belonging never felt better, Miller Farms, Del Rica Distributing, and Miller Lite, Bear River Casino, Schaefer's Fine Furniture, of course, Humboldt State, and it wouldn't be possible without Eureka Television, all right here on Fox 28. I'm JB Mathers. Until next year for Humboldt State Tonight.